Can we talk about love? Hi, I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh for Local Now. I have a PhD in clinical psychology, and I'm host of the podcast Mating Matters, and I'm a little bit obsessed with the science of love. Love, you know, has many stages, and most romantic comedies that you ever watch actually end at the beginning of a love relationship. But the beginning has many, many stages. The first one, of course, is lust, infatuation, where the person can do no wrong. Actually, research has shown that when you're in that phase, you actually do overestimate the value of your potential partner. That's Mother Nature's way of getting you together, right? Also, your brain is being assaulted with a cocktail of neurohormones during sex, which makes you just think this person is perfect. But then you hit stage 2, reality check. You start to realize after some time that they're actually a human being. The physiological reason for this is, you know, those love hormones on your brain actually hit like a drug. And after a while, you need more and more of the same drug to get the same romantic effect. But you're with the same person over and over. So the effect of it tends to go down a little bit. And then you look at them like they're a real person. Stage 3 is a little rough. That's disappointment. That's when you have your first fight. And by the way, if you've been together for a long period of time and you haven't had an argument over anything, do you have emotional intimacy? You see, the road to intimacy is paved with ruptures followed by repair. And it's during those stages where you figure out your conflict style with that person, when you're able to say, I'm sorry, or ask for forgiveness, or grant forgiveness, understand where their tender spots are. That's where you really grow close. That's the powerhouse area of relationship building. And so I would call that stage the kind of stability stage where or the repair stage, where you're making repair together. And finally, after that, you'll hit the stage of commitment. And this is where you intellectually do a cost-benefit analysis and decide, well, is this person going to be okay for the long run? Can I make a commitment here? One of the biggest researchers in love was a guy who also studied human intelligence, Robert Sternberg, and he drew a triangle. He called it the triangular theory of love. And up at the top, he put emotional intimacy. Down on one side, he put lust, and down on the other side, he put commitment. And he says at different times, there are different kinds of relationships that may have 2 or all 3 of those components. Wouldn't that be the best? And at different times of the relationship, it may fall into a slant of one side of the triangle or another. So let's think of an example here. If your relationship has just lust, hot sex, and deep emotional intimacy, but no commitment, what would that be? Well, that might be a friends with benefits, or maybe you guys are having an affair and one of you is actually committed to somebody else. Okay, what about a relationship that has lust and has commitment, but doesn't have any emotional intimacy? Oh, those are those couples that run off to Las Vegas 3 months after they met and jump into commitment because they're in the lust phase and they haven't taken the time to grow the emotional glue in their relationship. Okay, what if you have emotional intimacy and commitment and no hot sex and no lust? Well, some people might call that mature companionate love. Maybe it's what your grandparents have, and it's not a bad thing. You see, relationships are really good for our health. They're good for our mental health. They're good for our physical health. Long-term bonded people actually live longer, have better health along the way, and they accumulate more wealth. So that's why people fall in love. And I wish you luck on your new relationship as you work through all the stages of love. I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh for Local Now. I'll see you next time. If you'd like to follow me on my social media, the handle everywhere is @Dr. Wendy Walsh. See you soon.